4,795 pounds. Beautiful, extremely well kept White Hawk 20-foot rear bath Murphy bed model here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is really the whole basis for the entire Jayco Murphy bed family they've had over the years, and this proved so popular other brands have jumped all over it. The only reason this is here is the folks decided to stop traveling and go seasonal. They had a Jeep Grand Cherokee, they couldn't tow much more than this, and they didn't want to get rid of their vehicle, so they had us deliver for them a big 35-foot triple slide travel trailer to their seasonal site, which is kind of the same thing we could do for you, or we could put this little guy right in your backyard, whatever you want. When you don't have dual opposing slides, you often, and it's true in this case, gain the ability to access the RV with the slide closed. Very, very useful for transit. You can see it does get a little tight right here, but you can just make a quick step through, and congratulations. We now have access to the refrigerator, to the bathroom. Now, what's also nice here is this has a larger U-dinette. So if you have to like stop in transit and sleep a little bit, you can. Although you really don't need to use the dinette for sleeping because they built this one with just enough room to be able to have the bed down in transit and the slide can close with unimpeded basically. So every square inch of this was really thought out, really well executed. And really, this one right here laid the groundwork for a lot of even today's Murphy bed models you find throughout the industry. The inside here is clean, well kept. I can't find scars and mars on the cabinetry. The only thing I noticed, if I'm being ultra picky, was maybe a little scuff on the front of that sofa, but I haven't checked. That might just be surface debris that might just wipe off. I'm not exactly sure. So you saw that while you're in transit, you can leave that bed down and close the slide. But the whole point of a Murphy bed is not necessarily that. The point of this RV is to give you more function in less space. It's two things in one. And the way it does that is by having, you've got super slide space and features in a non-super slide camper. We've got the big U-dinette and the very deep 3-foot slide over here. And then you've got a fold down sofa up front. So you've got sofa and dinette daytime space, but most of the time during the day, you don't need a bed. And that's where this has come in. I'm only just now really starting to see Murphy beds start to trickle into the used RV market. And when they come in, they are cannibalized like a wolf pack. Just jumps all over them so fast it's not even funny. Because folks like the idea of this, but not everyone likes the idea of the new RV price tag. What's also neat about this, it's a couple's camper, but it's got sleeping for 4. With the larger U-dinette, this can fold down into a bigger sleeping space. So it's good not just for like grandkids, but you can also have adult guests. And you may, depending on how big they are, be able to sleep 2 of them there. Now obviously with the quick, easy, one-piece Murphy bed that you see on here, turning this from a living area into a bedroom is as easy as dropping the bed. And since it's not what I call a bendy bed, you don't have to make the bed every night. Now this, the one hiccup with Murphy beds is privacy becomes something of a concern. Thankfully, we do have just an easy little draw curtain here, so that when you need that visual break point to separate that sleeping space from that sleeping space, you got it. Flipping around to the entertainment center, you see the TV is on a articulating double jointed swing arm, so it can swing out for super easy viewing. You can twist it around to face the dinette, it can face the front sofa, whatever you want. And that's what's kind of nice about these, is they give you easier direct viewing entertainment in a class that usually doesn't get that. This is one of the first generations that started getting the all LED interior lighting, which it's brighter, it uses less power, it's just better in basically everywhere. I got slightly more expensive, but just better lighting, you know, and I'll take it. It also is much better if you're boondocking. Skylight up top here, that lets in a lot of that extra ambient natural light. You can see the original Bluetooth DVD player when Bluetooth started first filtering into the market. And you've got a larger 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer here in the kitchen for 33% more cold storage. Now you do have full storage below the U-dinette, and the rear bench is a little trickier to get to because you got more stuff in the way. What's nice is there is an access door on the outside of the RV to get to that. And this freestanding table here, if you want to, you could take it outside. The legs fold up and down. You could use it like a coffee table in front of the sofa. You can do a little bit of anything that you want with it. But what's also nice, the whole point of this camper is to do a lot with a little. And the kitchen really accomplishes that very well. If you take a look starting up top, you've got good upper overhead cabinet storage, and it's all pocket screwed and glued cabinetry, stuff that's not going to fall apart on you. And then as we come down here, you see that you not only have that big long pantry, but also 4 plywood box drawers all the way down to the floor. And that's kind of a Jayco signature thing, is drawers to the floor. They're not the only ones that do it. They just do it all the time. And this 45-degree kick-out countertop gives us extra prep space here and there. Moving on to the rear bathroom. Not my longest tour, because it's not my biggest video or RV ever. Never mind, you get the idea. Which one? That one's light? Yes, the other one's the bath fan. So big countertop space in here. That's one of the cool things about this. They built this floor plan first in the White Hawk here, where it was very successful, and they also built like the junior version with sort of scaled down amenities in the Jay Feather line. Ironically, we just had a Jay Feather version of this on trade a few days ago that left in about 2 days business time. Now, previous owners look like they added a couple of these little towel rack things right here, yeah, you get the idea, but they did it very nicely. Like, had I not known those weren't there from the factory, I'd probably be very inclined to think that they were there from the factory. Big linen cabinet built right into the shower. This is something that really Rockwood has done with great success for the years. Now, if you got long legs like me, you are going to appreciate the long nature of this bathroom. Like, it's not a deep bathroom, but it's enough. It's very adult-sized, but it's got all the right length and space right where you need it most. And this corner shower here, it kind of wraps around almost behind the kitchen cabinets with that skylight above. Gives you a nice place to take a shower, not a bath, in a little camper, and have, you know, plenty of elbow room to be able to do your business. Now, the outside of this little critter looks fantastic, but before we get there, the short length and the tandem axles are nice for towing. But even better, if you've got a very short wheelbase vehicle like the previous owners did with their Jeep, that's when you're really going to love the wide stance stability axles you get right here, because they help you cheat the wheelbase. What people often don't realize, and I'm hoping that my videos, because I keep talking about this, help drive this fact home and more people learn about it, is that a longer trailer is it will push around a shorter vehicle. So, you know, if you get like a heavy tow package short wheelbase SUV, you have the motor and the suspension to pull something, but maybe not the wheelbase to handle how it's going to push and sway your vehicle. So those wide stance axles help overcome that challenge. So basically, if you can pull the weight of this, it's not going to push you around, no sweat. Power awning on it there to give you, you know, all your patio space, power tongue jack to make setting up easy. But now you see this bag right here. When the folks bought this RV here, because it was purchased locally and traded here, obviously traded here because we're doing this, never mind. That's from the Redundancy Department of Redundancy, obviously, but they kept this thing under cover, which is the reason you don't see any sticker fade, decal fade. You still see the gleam and the gloss on the skin. This thing's beautiful. And we will take you up on the roof before this video is done so you get to see it up there. They took care of everything exactly the way they were supposed to. So you see that door on the face of the slide? That goes to the back of the U-dinette. Gives you easy access to that rear bench storage. And you may have noticed we've got those sleek, beautiful frameless windows on here. And kind of a neat thing on those, they look awesome. But they also help hide the window seal under the UV tinted pane, which helps keep some of the sun off of it. We've got rear outside shower here for just general campsite and or personal cleanup. There is a gas grill quick connect down here below that ladder, so that if you do choose to add like an outside grill or something, you're all set to go there as well. Outside TV hookups just above the wheels, triple step entry for easy come and go, and I think we're good to take a trip upstairs. The roof, the seals, the top of the slide, they all look exactly how I would hope they look. They have done their maintenance exactly how they were supposed to. You can see the darker original factory sealant. They had done a little bit of touch-up work here and there as required. It looks like where it needed it, they did full peel and seal. These folks were literally just absolutely on top of their maintenance and their upkeep. I don't see where like your fixtures, they're not you know, sun faded and chalky. There's no damage on the roof. This is great. This is exactly how this is supposed to look. This is how it's supposed to look, guys. I wish more people would take care of their stuff properly. It's not difficult. If you need more information on how to do it, you give us a call. Because as you can see, we are no stranger to RVs at Haylett RV, with somewhere between 450 and 500 in stock on a given time. New, used, otherwise. We also do truck and trailer package deals, financing, hitching, anything and everything in between. We do it all here at Haylett RV to make life easy, because there's supposed to be a recreational part of the recreational vehicle. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.